Good morning, the sun's just coming up. Welcome to a very cold day 7 of the 7-day dopamine fast. So that's right, last day, only one day left. About to head off to work right now, and man, it is chilly. It's only about, you can see that, it's about 3 degrees outside. The forecast said, yeah, 6 degrees, but yeah, this block here where I live is always about 2 to 3 degrees cooler than the town, even though it's only like 5 minutes outside of the town. But yeah, you know, along the creek here is actually forms a small little micro climate. So yeah, some very interesting observations here. Even in summer, the nights tend to be, well, really pleasant actually. Yeah, anyway, I've got to head off now. I'm a little bit late. Just been mucking around doing things. Yeah, I'm feeling really clear today, just clear-headed, and yeah, you know, waking up is so much easier these days because I'm not like constantly essentially going through these battles in my mind of what it is that I need to do. It's like, yeah, I'll just go up and do things. And yeah, you know, while I wanted to add a few comments to what I said last night. I mean, yesterday's video last night, you know, I was I agree with everything that I said. Completely agree. But then again, you know, that feeling of sadness I was talking about, of the fact that, you know, I've been wasting so much time. It's so great. It is really great that I finally come to the awareness and really realize what exactly I've been doing, because ultimately the only moment that matters is right now. It doesn't matter what I've been doing up until this point. It only matters what I choose to do right now at this moment. I can choose to either go back to my old ways after this dopamine fast is over, or I can choose to really change. And yeah, I know I choose change. So I'm feeling really optimistic and hopeful. I know that I'm on the right path, and I know I'm going to make the right decision. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to creating a new lifestyle after this, because yeah, what I've been doing hasn't been working, but man, I'm feeling optimistic, I'm feeling hopeful. And yeah, anyway, I'll probably update you guys once later today. See you next time. Ciao. All right, all done with work. I just had some very interesting thoughts. I just came to the realization that in this last week, since about 4 days into this dopamine fast, I haven't actually felt bored. Like, the first 3 days were very difficult in terms of boredom. Like, when I would have, you know, free time basically, which was a lot, you know, a lot more free time than usual. I would find myself being like just very bored, wanting to go towards distractions. But yeah, these last few days, since about 4 days into this dopamine fast, I have not felt bored at all. Like, an example, like today, like during work, usually what I do is I listen to music or podcasts, you know, while I'm working, because, you know, I feel otherwise it's too boring. And yeah, the first 3 days, like, I was working and I just felt so bored while I was doing things, my usual things. It's a very monotonous, repetitive job. It's the same thing every day basically. And yeah, you know, sometimes it can get boring. That's normal, you know, or at least I thought, you know, it's normal. So yeah, I'll listen to music, I'll listen to podcasts and all that during that. But of course, this week I haven't been doing that. And yeah, these last few days, I haven't even noticed that I haven't been listening to that. Like, the first 3 days I was thinking, oh man, I want to listen to this song, oh, I want to listen to this playlist, oh, I want to see how what's being posted and all of that, you know, keeping up with my feed and all of that. But yeah, since the last few days, I haven't even been thinking about that, and I haven't actually even been thinking much about things like YouTube or, you know, all the usual distractions I go to, like no FAP, no porn, PMO. Like, I haven't been thinking about any of it. It's really feels surreal. Like, it just feels as if suddenly it's gone from my life. And I mean, I'm not trying. I don't want to be overconfident and say, oh, you know, that's it, I'm clean now. And I'm not gonna say, oh, you know, look, I've done a dopamine fast 7 days, oh, and now I'm cured. You know, now I'm never gonna go back. It's like, no, there's still gonna be some challenge, I have no doubt. And you know, as I go back tomorrow, yeah, it'll be interesting to see, observe myself and see how I really go, how I handle it. But definitely this has been a real eye-opener, and like I've realized, you know, I don't need any of these distractions to keep myself sane. I don't need any of it to keep myself happy. Like, I'm not happy all the time. No one's happy all the time. You know, we all have emotions, we all have ups and downs. And you know, we always tell ourselves, oh, you know, I need this activity to relax, I need this activity to unwind. But honestly, like, I felt more relaxed this last week than I have, especially the last few days, than I have in a very long time. And I haven't been going to any of these so-called relaxing behaviors. So yeah, we don't need any of these activities in our life. We don't need YouTube, we don't need social media, we don't need PMO, we don't need alcohol, we don't need drugs. These things are all just distractions, ways to disconnect us from ourselves. And yeah, the powers that be want that. They want us to yeah, just stay down. They want us to stay just, yeah, disconnected from ourselves, you know. And yeah, it's when you get back to that simple space of reconnecting with yourself and just reconnecting with your soul, it's scary, man. It really is. It can be a very frightening experience, and I've definitely experienced that. Like, because all those feelings that have been suppressed, I just come up. But you know, it is what it is, and that's how we're meant to be. We're human. We're meant to be human. We're not meant to be emotionless zombies. So yeah, boredom seems to have just gone out the window, eliminated. Like, I look around and it's like, man, the real world has so much to offer. Like, I don't need any more stimulation than this. Like, being in the real world is stimulating enough. I mean, I went on like 2 great hikes this week, and it was like, this is the life. This is what I need. This is what I want to do. Like, who needs any of these other things? So yeah, definitely going to be big changes coming in my life, that's for sure. And again, I've already said this many times, but I recommend all of you get into dopamine fasting. If you haven't done it before, if you're so used to just constantly being overstimulated, it's just, yeah, it's a great thing. Just try it out, see how it goes. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Good evening. It is the end of day 7, and it has been a beautiful day. Man, this day was one of those days where just everything flowed, everything went really well, especially after I came home in the morning. And yeah, you know, that project I was telling you guys about, that's, you know, it's due tomorrow now, but yeah, at the beginning I told you it's due, you know, in a few days. And you know, I was really stressing out over this project. It's a very big you know, assignment. And yeah, it's due tomorrow at midnight, and yeah, I was like stressing and thinking about it for weeks on end. And you know, it was one of those things that, you know, I planned to get really deep into it, you know, early on, get stuck into it early on, and you know, save myself a lot of stress at the end. And yeah, yeah, I was just procrastinating, and yeah, I ended up pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back some more. And yeah, it got to the point where 4 days ago, I hadn't even, you know, opened it. I hadn't even taken one proper look at it. So 4 days before it was due, it was a very big assignment. And, you know, they told us that, you know, it should realistically take you, you know, like weeks to do it. Like they said, it's not an assignment that you'll be able to just, you know, do, you know, the night or a few days before. So yeah, I was really stressed out. I was like, how the hell am I going to do this? And yeah, I guess I was going based on my, you know, previous experience, you know, how I was working with assignments. I mean, yeah, usually I'm someone who, I do keep up with work and deadlines. You know, I procrastinate like everyone else, but you know, I'm not usually someone who leaves it to the very last minute, but in this case I really did. And yeah, you know, I already told you, I had a good session, you know, before, a few good sessions where, you know, I was really focused and really did work. But man, today I zoned in on that, and I was just insanely focused. I was 100% present. I was 100% concentrated on that project, and I only worked on it for about 3 hours today. I thought I would spending a lot more time on it, so I only worked on it for 3 hours today, and I ended up completing the whole project. And it's not even due today; it's due tomorrow. And yeah, that's just, it's so great because yeah, tomorrow I was invited to go and visit a friend. And yeah, I was gonna basically, not go because it's like, oh, I gotta do this assignment. But it's like, no, it's done now. I finished. I can relax. I mean, yeah, there's still a few things to do on it. I still have to, read over it, edit it and all that. There's a few tweaks I'll need to make, but I can do that, of course, tomorrow after I get home, and then just send it off. And man, that productivity boost has just been insane, through the roof. And yeah, like even just now, I've just been doing some things out in the garden, doing some more weeding, and yeah, I'm 100% present. I'm not even thinking about the online world, and it's just, man, this dopamine fast has gotten me back to the real world, and oh, I'm so grateful for that. It's, man, I really needed it. I really, really needed it. And yeah, I just, once again, just, I urge all of you who are struggling with, any addiction, just try out a dopamine fast. It will really, really help you. Yeah, so that's that project. That's done, smashed out, finished. And yeah, now I'm at the end of the day here, just, doing what I enjoy, doing work out in the garden, just being in a place that I really enjoy being at, down at the creek. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see, like, when I move this camera, like, is it clear? Like, can I turn it around properly? It's, yeah, because I accidentally dropped the GoPro just recently, and yeah, the lens is slightly cracked. It seems to record all right, but like, yeah, I don't know how panning the camera really works. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so really marks now basically marks the end of the dopamine fast. It's, yeah, the biggest change for me was cutting off YouTube and the internet. Like 90%, cutting off 90% of what my usual internet access, and yeah, cutting out YouTube. That was the biggest thing for me by far. So yeah, even if I would only do that and not the other things, like making the exercise and meditation completely mandatory, or having the tasteless foods. I mean, yeah, the tasteless foods, honestly, that was pretty hard actually. It's 1 or 2 days is fine, but yeah, the whole week, yeah, it's rough. It is rough. Like, I enjoyed the meals, I really did. I've, like, for example, I made myself, like, I've learned a few tricks, and yeah, just how to make things taste a bit better, even if I'm not allowed to use spices and all. Like, I tested out some new ways of making omelets. I had some nice omelets without any extra flavoring, and yeah, they still tasted nice even without any salt or spices or anything. So yeah, I definitely want to do more dopamine fasting in the future, and I honestly want to make this a regular part of my life. Like, honestly, like, I mean, the 2-day dopamine fast I did before, that was great, and I think I want to, like, maybe like every 2 weeks, like, do a 2-day dopamine fast, and I would say every few months take a whole week off where I just do a whole week dopamine fasting, because it's like there's really no excuse. Like, you can say it all work, or like this or that. It's really, it doesn't matter. You can do it at any time. Like, even if you work online, all right, well, cut off all your internet access apart from doing work online, things like that. Like, I have a lot of work that I need to do online, so yeah, that's what you gotta do. So I want to make it into a regular part of my life, and I want to go on even longer dopamine fasts in the future. I don't know if I do longer dopamine fasts than this. I don't think I will make it as extreme. Like, I probably won't have the tasteless foods rule in it, but for example, I definitely want to do longer dopamine fasts in the future, maybe lighter dopamine fasts, where I basically focus on just cutting out technology, especially YouTube, social media, internet. That's really the big things for me. YouTube and just browsing the internet. Those are the main things. And I've already I sound like a broken record now. I'm just talking about the same things. But yeah, it's the end of the dopamine fast. So tomorrow is I'm no longer gonna be on dopamine fast tomorrow. I'll be able to eat normal foods again. I mean, I still want to try and stay away as much as possible from sugar and junk food, and of course control my usage of YouTube. That's gonna be a big thing, a big test. But I'm so grateful I did this. I'm so optimistic for the way things are going. Things are going very well. Yeah, apart from that, yeah, by the time you're seeing this, I'll have uploaded all my other videos. And yeah, at the time of recording this, I haven't even uploaded any of the videos in the past week. So over this next coming week, I'll be posting all the videos, and then after this, then I'll get back to just recording my regular videos and regular updates. And we'll see where it goes from there. I've got big plans for this channel, and yeah, everything's changing, man. Everything's changing, and yeah, for the better. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao.